On a bright Saturday afternoon, a small crowd had gathered at the California Science Museum. The event was a casual Q&A session with none other than Elon Musk, the enigmatic CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. The room buzzed with excitement, adults and children alike eager to catch a glimpse of the man whose ambitions stretched beyond Earth. Among them stood Emily, an 8-year-old girl with strawberry blonde hair, clutching a handmade model rocket. Her eyes sparkled with curiosity and a bit of nervousness as she stood next to her father, Tom, a high school science teacher. The session began, and Elon took questions from a variety of attendees. Many were technical, some even philosophical. But then a small hand shot up from the front row. Elon's gaze followed, and he smiled warmly. "Yes, you there?" he said, pointing to Emily. She hesitated for a moment, her cheeks turning pink as dozens of eyes turned to her. But then, with a deep breath, she asked, "Mr. Musk, how do rockets know where to go in space?" The room fell silent, a collective awe, following her sweet yet thoughtful question. Elon leaned forward, genuinely intrigued by the simplicity and depth of her inquiry. "That's a fantastic question," Elon began. "Rockets have computers and sensors that help guide them. They use something called navigation systems, which are like a super smart map and compass. They communicate with satellites and use math to make sure they stay on the right path." Emily's eyes widened, and her lips parted slightly, as if new worlds had just opened before her. "But what if they get lost?" she asked. "Well," Elon continued, "they have backup systems and pre-programmed routes, and if things go really wrong, engineers on the ground can send commands to help them. It's all about being prepared for anything." The crowd applauded, but Elon wasn't finished. He motioned for Emily to come closer, and as she approached the stage, he knelt to her level. "Do you like rockets?" he asked. "I love them," she said, holding up her little model. "I made this from a soda bottle and some paint." Elon examined the model, his expression serious, as if he were analyzing one of his own prototypes. "You know, this is really creative. You have an engineer's mind." Emily's father, Tom, watched with pride and a bit of disbelief. The world's most famous engineer was encouraging his daughter. "Would you like to visit SpaceX and see how we build real rockets?" Elon asked. Emily's jaw dropped. "Really? Yes, yes, yes." The event concluded, but for Emily and her father, the adventure was just beginning. A few weeks later, they found themselves at the sprawling SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. Emily was given a tour of the facility, her small feet padding alongside Elon's as he showed her massive rocket engines and intricate computer systems. She asked a million questions, each one met with thoughtful answers. The engineers, inspired by Emily's curiosity, set up a small experiment for her. They helped her launch a tiny model rocket, and as it soared into the sky, Emily's laughter rang out like a melody of dreams coming true. Years passed, and Emily's fascination with space only grew. She joined a robotics club, attended science camps, and eventually earned a scholarship to MIT. Throughout her journey, Elon stayed in touch, offering advice and encouragement. On the day Emily launched her own satellite as part of a college project, she received a message. "Keep reaching for the stars. Proud of you." Elon. Emily's story became a beacon of inspiration for young minds everywhere, proving that a single question could indeed change a life. And it all started with a simple, brave question from a little girl who dared to ask,